What is up, everyone? Movie Wayne back again with another Movie Talk Weekly. This is just me talking about all the movie news from the past week or so. Quite a bit to talk about again this week, so let's just get straight into it. Okay, so we have to talk about the Batman resuming filming. Now, there's been a few pictures released of Robert Pattinson and Matt Reeves and Colin Farrell on set there. Colin Farrell looks absolutely unrecognisable as the Penguin, I'm sure we can all agree. But it's great that this movie has picked up again and started filming, because Robert Pattinson, of course, did have COVID a few weeks ago. But it's all back, ready to go. And this has been a little bit more special to me because I am from Liverpool, if some of you don't know, and this has all been getting filmed right here. I couldn't quite believe it myself. There's been sightings all over the city of filming sets and filming locations and stuff. And it's just, you know, really, really special because this has been my most anticipated movie for a long time now. It's certainly my most anticipated movie that's getting made right now or in production right now. So to see this movie, you know, shots of Batman coming around Liverpool where I've lived all my life is fantastic. And I made sure that I went up to that movie set outside St. George's Hall, which I imagine is going to be Gotham's Town Hall or something. And I went up there myself to see it with my own eyes, and I couldn't quite believe it. I do have a few pictures which I'll pop on the screen right now. You know, this is just me going around the set, getting as close as I can. You know, you got Gotham police cars there, a Gotham news van, which I actually watched the trailer again, and seeing that van in the trailer, I noticed it this time, which is just, it's probably nothing, it's just a van. That's a prop, but, you know, it was nice to see. I've actually stood next to that. And, you know, you got the Gotham bus there, wherever it's going. I can't quite remember what it says on the front. Something Eastern Avenue or something. And, you know, it's just, it was amazing. It was amazing to just go up as close as I could to it and actually, like, touch these props. Or one or two of them anyway. I mean, you couldn't climb over the barriers or anything because, you know, it is guarded by stewards. Not that I would do that. But it was just fantastic to see, and I've never actually been that close to a movie set in my life, and the fact that that's the first one I've been close to, and it's the Batman, is just absolutely amazing to me. So, very, very exciting. Now, I've got a few more images here. This is from a guy I follow on Twitter called Lewis, and he follows me, and he's a movie fanatic, and he's been going around watching the filming, you know, all the way for the last 3 or 4 days. Everyone on Twitter's been asking him questions and stuff, and I asked him if I could borrow some of his images for this video, and he said of course. So Lewis, I will leave your description down below if you want to follow him on Twitter. Thank you so much for letting me show these off, because I'm sure my viewers will appreciate it. You got Batman in the cemetery there, you know, look how close Lewis is up to him, which is just fantastic. I wish I could have been there, but obviously I was in work. And, you know, it looks like he's got a few more pictures there going around the city the next day. You know, it looks like I think this is films based on like a Halloween type Batman comic, and there's like some Halloween fair stands there and stuff like that. But it's just epic to see. It really is. And Batman on top of the lava buildings. How good is that? So, yeah, thanks Lewis for letting me share them pictures, my friend. Yeah, I just can't wait for this movie. I really, really can't. And the fact that it's made here is just going to be a little bit more special to me personally. And other people who live in Liverpool, I suppose. But I'm sure everyone around the world can't wait. It's weird seeing the New York Post put something up on the website saying Batman resumes filming in Liverpool. It's just mad to see. It really is. So, can't wait for the film. I'm hoping when they bring it out on Blu-ray or 4K, there'll be like some extras there behind the scenes, the making of, which will show, you know, all the filmings, locations and stuff on Twitter, and on the extras there, you know, showing all Liverpool off and stuff. I did get to the movie set myself at one point, but they were packing up, which is the cemetery here, as you can see. I got there a little bit late. They were just packing up there and ready to film the next day. But it's just fantastic. By the way, them pictures of Batman where Lewis is close up is a stunt double, so yeah, it weren't really Robert Pattinson, but Robert Pattinson is here. So there is some news on the Batman resuming filming. Can't wait for the movie. Looks fantastic. Bring on 2022. Sticking with the superhero stuff here, more news on the Spider-Man 3 movie. It's not concrete, it hasn't been confirmed or anything, but the Hollywood Reporter is reporting this, that Benedict Cumberbatch is set to make an appearance as Doctor Strange in the new Spider-Man film. Now, last week, I brought you news that Jamie Foxx put a post up on Instagram that he's coming back as Electro, which also hadn't been confirmed at the time. He was deleted the post, but there was an image there. I did put it on last week's Movie Talk if you want to check it out, but I'm sure you can find that image on the internet anyway. But this might explain why Electro is coming into this universe with Doctor Strange around, opening portals or stuff, whatever he does. But it does explain why this multiverse thing might happen if Doctor Strange is in there. It's not really any surprise, really, that Marvel, superheroes are appearing in Spider-Man films. Iron Man did appear in Homecoming, and they made references to him in Far From Home. So, yeah, it's not really a massive surprise, is it? I can't wait for Spider-Man. I absolutely loved Homecoming. I really liked Far From Home. So I'm interested to see what they do with this third installment. Tom Holland, for me, is the best Spider-Man of all time. So I really, really can't wait for it. But every time I get news on Spider-Man 3, I will give it to you in this Movie Talk Weekly. So that is more news that Doctor Strange might be appearing in Spider-Man 3. Next up, for fans of this movie, Mad Max Fury Road, George Miller has said that he's going to direct a spin-off prequel sort of thing to the character of Furiosa in that movie, played by Charlize Theron, and this is going to be called Mad Max Furiosa. So, yeah, Mad Max fans get excited there. Sorry about that, I couldn't get my words out. Get excited there because you are getting a prequel origin story to that character, and she was a great character in the movie, I feel. Anna Taylor-Joy is set to play Furiosa. Now, that is a brilliant casting choice. I think right now she's one of the top actresses working today. She's absolutely fantastic. She looks the part. Chris Hemsworth's also on board. And I'm going to get in trouble from pronouncing this name wrongly, but the guy who's in the new Candyman and he was in Black Mirror, Abdul Mateen. I'm going to have to look at his name. I'm really, really sorry. Yahya Abdul Mateen II is set to be in this movie as well. Sorry about that, but I knew I'd get that name mixed up. He's set to appear in the movie as well. I think he's a brilliant actor. He was brilliant in Black Mirror, so that is a strong, casting line there. George Miller set to direct. He's set to bring his creative team back as well, who worked on that movie, and they won all sorts of Oscars between them. So I think you're going to be in for a treat, especially watching this in maybe 4K or IMAX. That'll be amazing. So Mad Max fans, you are getting a new movie. Get excited. Okay, so we also got a trailer for a new movie that I hadn't really heard of, and this is called Horizon Line. Now, this is about a couple, and it stars Alison Williams from Get Out, and she is on a little small aircraft with her boyfriend or fiance or whatever, and they're flying across the ocean, and the pilot has a heart attack, and they've got to divert the plane themselves with no experience of flying a plane ever. And, they get thunder and lightning storms, and everything seems to start going wrong, and it looks like a really, really good thriller, to be honest. I've got a feeling there's going to be something about the character's past as well, because it looks like from the start of the trailer, they're sort of new in the relationship, or from what I remember properly anyway, I think there might be a story to tell with these two characters. But it looks really, really good, and you know what? This is coming to cinemas. Yes, cinemas on November the 6th, and it looks like a good movie. I'll leave the trailer down below if you want to check it out. But if you like, thrillers with sort of weather conditions and stuff and disaster movies, this might play into your hands a little bit. Looks quite good, I feel. So that is Horizon Line coming to cinemas on November 6th. I will review that on the channel, definitely. One movie that is skipping cinemas and coming straight to Disney Plus is the movie from Pixar called Soul, starring Jamie Foxx, who's doing the voice there. And before you frown and say, oh, Mulan cost $19.99, which it did, that is true, this is going to be available to all Disney Plus members. So you're not going to have to pay any extra money if you're a Disney Plus member. This is coming to the service on, wait for it, Christmas Day, yes. Now, I think Disney know what they're doing here, because there's going to be a lot of kids off over the holidays, and new Disney Plus subscriptions will emerge, especially when they start advertising with this film coming over the holidays, something for the kids to watch. So I think it's a smart move by Disney, even though I would prefer to come to cinemas, because I want to support cinemas. But it's just the way it is at the minute, isn't it? I mean, it's not great, but maybe Disney could have released it on cinemas, but they're obviously seeing that they're going to probably make or benefit more from putting it on the service. Like I said, with the kids finishing school and stuff, parents are going to get Disney Plus for them over Christmas, and when parents see adverts like Soul coming, or they're sitting with the kids and Soul comes on the TV, the kids are going to go, Mum, can we watch that, or whatever. So it works in Disney's favour, doesn't it? But I'll definitely review this on the channel over the holidays. Been quite looking forward to this one. Actually looks really good. The animation looks fantastic, but that's what you get from Pixar, isn't it? So that is Soul, coming to Disney Plus members on December 25th. Now we also got a trailer yesterday for Monster Hunter. Yes, that is based on the video game from Capcom, and Mila Jovovich, believe it or not, who starred in all those Capcom Resident Evil movies, is set to star in this one. And guess who's directing it? Yes, Paul W.S. Anderson, who directed all them Resident Evil movies. That's kind of strange, and it's a Capcom film, but there you go. Now, I watched this trailer, I didn't quite know what to think. I always try and not judge a movie by the trailer, but it does give you a fair idea, doesn't it? And I thought the monsters looked quite awesome, to be honest. I thought they looked really good. However, it's the setting of this film. It's all filmed in like a desert, and it just looks pretty bland to me. It looked kind of empty, the world that they were in, and I didn't quite know what to think about it. Time will tell though, and this is coming to cinemas late December, I believe. I think it might be the 30th of December. So another cinema release there, Monster Hunter. If you want to check the trailer out, that would be down below. The one thing that doesn't give me hope for this movie is Paul W.S. Anderson, I'm afraid, because I just hated them Resident Evil movies. I didn't hate them, they were just okay, but he took everything that the game had and made it into something else. But this looks like it might be sticking to the game a little bit more. But I just think he's makes movies for people to go and see them. I don't think he's bothered about the critic response, and he said that. You know, he's came out and said, I don't really care what the critics think as long as people go and see these movies. And that's what was happening with the Resident Evil film. So he could have made any Resident Evil film there and people would have went to see it. That's his mindset. So he did make Mortal Kombat though, and that was a fantastic video game to movie there. So probably the best one that's been made. So there is hope, but that was like his first movie ever. So a bit weird the way he always directs video games to movies, isn't it? But there you go. Monster Hunter, a game I've never played to be honest, but I know a lot of you have, coming to cinemas in December, and the trailer is down below. Now Amazon Prime have got the rights to the sequel of Coming to America, simply titled Coming to America. Yes, 2 instead of T-O there, which is a good play on words, I feel. And I've got to be honest with you lot now, I have never seen this movie. Yeah, very, very shameful of me there. Some of you might have turned the video off now. A lot of people always tell me to watch this, especially the older people in our work who, you know, watch this whenever it was the 80s or something. They always tell me to watch it, and I just haven't seen it. I've heard it's really, really funny, but I would definitely check the first one out in time for the second one. And this is coming to Amazon Prime on December 18th. That's a really good capture there for Amazon Prime. Could be a good movie. Could be fun. And, you know, Eddie Murphy is it there. Always up for a bit of Eddie Murphy. So, yeah. Coming to America is coming to Prime on December 18th. Look out for that one. Something else returning now. Dexter. If you're a fan of the TV show, you're getting another series. And shamefully, I haven't seen this either. And I don't know why, because I love the concept of it. I think it's about a serial killer killing other serial killers. So if he wants to kill, he takes it out on other bad people. I think that's the concept of it anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure a lot of you have seen Dexter. But that sounds like something that I might be able to watch. So I might start watching these soon. Might make it one of my new series to watch, especially when I'm off over Christmas and stuff. But another season is coming now. I've heard Series 8 ended really, really bad. A lot of people seem to agree with that. There's something about 8 seasons, isn't there? Game of Thrones. Which I kind of like, but there you go. But yeah, Dexter coming back, and I'm sure a lot of you might be excited about this. It's going into production in 2021, so there is no concrete release date of when this is coming. It's got to be a 10-part series, so there you go. Dexter is returning to your screens at some point in the future. Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed this week's movie talk. Hopefully we'll have a lot more to talk about next week. I try and do this every Wednesday or Thursday. It moves into Thursday more now than Wednesday. But there you go. Movie Talk Weekly every week. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please feel free to do so. If you want to comment about this week's movie news, leave it down below. I will reply to every single one of you, I promise. Take it all easy, guys. And I'll see you all next video.